From each happily ever after, every wish upon a star. Let's break down the movies that shaped who we are. From memory lane to now and everything in between. The most famous of films to the ones we've never seen. Decade by decade, all the times we laughed and cried. And with a little pixie dust, they will all take flight. Reliving the feelings, and we're trying our very best. And if they mean the same to you, please be our guest. So hop aboard, we would love to have you as we hang with a certain mouth, the whole gang too. If you love nostalgia stuff, we hope this does the trick. Thanks for joining us as we deep dive the magic.
Hi, and welcome back to the Deep Diving the Magic podcast. I'm KJ.
And I am Jeffrey, and we are back today with the 144th Disney feature-length film from June the 25th of the year 1980. It is a film called Herbie Goes Bananas. Kind of like our pup going bananas and wanting to join the fun. Herbie Goes Bananas is the fourth installment in the Herbie Love Bug series, and it is the final one until the 90s when they remake them and kick the series back off. I do think that it turns into a TV show or something, but I'm not sure. But would you like to start us off with a synopsis about Herbie Goes Bananas from June 25th, 1980?
The adorable little Volkswagen helps its owners break up a counterfeiting ring in Mexico.
I mean, he wasn't very adorable in this film.
I thought he was adorable.
He was dirty.
He was rusty. It adds character.
And the good guy wasn't really the good guy, but thoughts, facts.
There's a lot of grays.
Women is a lot of grays.
The good guy was a good guy, but like not completely always good. And even the little kid was not.
That's what I was referring to. I was referring to the little kid as the good guy was.
The little kid's not like a.
I was referring to him as the good guy. But either way, the floor is yours for any facts or opening thoughts about Herbie Goes Bananas.
I'd never heard of this one either. I didn't really look up any facts because I took notes. So.
There wasn't much facts besides it became a TV show, and then we'll see in the 90s, but for the 2000s, whenever it came out.
That's it?
I didn't really take too many facts either. But would you like to dive right into Herbie Goes Banana?
Sure. All right, so if you remember correctly, the last Herbie was Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. And after that, we find out that Herbie, the Volkswagen Beetle, has been left to a new owner, Pete Stanchek, and his friend Davey, who goes by DJ Johns. And we find out that Jim Douglas, Herbie's original owner, is the uncle to Pete, and he had gave Pete Herbie. Don't really know if he warned him about Herbie, because it didn't really sound like he did. Correct?
No, he had no idea about the car until they go to pick it up.
Okay. So our guys go from the United States down to Mexico to retrieve Herbie. And Pete is hoping that he's going to continue the car's legacy.
He's shocked when he sees what kind of car it is.
Yeah. And then on their way to go get Herbie, they run into this little boy named Paco, a comically mischievous young orphan pickpocket.
You know why they call him Paco? Because he pickpocketed you.
Pickpocketed you. All right, well, anyway, Paco helps them find Herbie, but only after he swipes both of their wallets, and they have no idea. So the guys are unable to pay the mechanic's storage fee. So the trio,
something.
Yeah, the trio takes off in Herbie to track down Paco to settle the debt because they're like, "Can we test drive it first?" And the guy was like, "Sure, why not?" However, unknown to the guys, Paco has also pickpocketed a very group of shady men.
With their negative photos or whatever.
Yeah. So he ends up stealing a wallet that contains film, revealing the location of a forgotten Incan gold item.
It's so big.
I don't exactly know what it was. It was circular,
It
though,
looked like a manhole cover,
but gold.
like something that would go over like a drainage thing. But whatever. Back to you.
Yeah. So when the villains figure this out, they start chasing Paco. And in a rush to escape both the villains and the authorities, Paco hides in Herbie's trunk, which, if you remember correctly, it's the front
It is the front
because it's
He-
it's an older Volkswagen. So he's hiding in the trunk. Herbie is showing off his quirky abilities and helps Paco escape. This impresses Pete, who decides that he's actually going to enter Herbie into um, a race in the Rio de Janeiro, the Brazil Grand Primeiro. And he's going to win.
Pick Paco.
Still,
Rio de Janeiro, the grand whatever you just.
Primero. Yeah. Anyway, um, to get there, they have to get on a cruise ship, which is the Sun Princess with Herbie. So we've got Pete, DJ, and the reluctant Paco on the ship. On the ship, they meet Melissa, who is an anthropology student, and her eccentric aunt, Louise Trends,
The girl from Girl Miss World.
who decides she's going to sponsor Herbie.
You know, I loved that girl's glasses.
I did too. However, it's on the condition that Pete finds for the courtship with Melissa.
Because she had these wonderful
Her niece.
glasses.
Yeah.
Hello. We have a dog joining our fun today.
Yeah. So, anyway, from there, chaos ensues when Paco and Herbie accidentally wreck a costume party and are discovered by the ship's of Captain Blythe, which Paco calls El Capitan.
Yo, he looks like Jack Nicholson meets the skipper from Gilligan's Island. You think I'm wrong? Look it up. Go ahead.
Yeah, so all of this got discovered when he's having dinner. He gets a call from somebody that works downstairs who tells him that the car ate his sandwich. And he is basically saying, private third class, do you know what the offense is for drinking on duty? And he's like, I'm not drinking on duty. He's like, it really did. It opened up and ate my sandwich.
This movie makes me want to drink on duty.
Yeah. So anyway, in punishment, the captain orders Herbie to be thrown overboard. Well, this upsets Paco. Like, Paco's watching this and he's crying because he has made friends with this car. Herbie then sinks to the ocean bottom, but resurfaces rusty and abandoned near the Panama Canal, where Paco rescues him.
He pickpockets him.
The two beginning making ends meet by driving Herbie as a taxi. So basically, they just took like a spray paint can, and
taxi.
yeah, and but also a smiley face.
Yeah,
I don't think I would ever get in a taxi that was spray painted like this, but anyway.
driven by a child.
Yeah, well, technically the car dropped itself,
Well,
but
yeah.
Anyway, the gold-seeking villains catch up to them, and they threaten to destroy Herbie unless Paco hands over the film. Paco mistakenly had placed the film in Pete's wallet.
Yeah, they threatened to um like weld the car into like many pieces. They have like a welding machine thing. It was like doesn't welding put metal together, not rip it apart? But
Yeah. Well, maybe they were just going to put it back together in a weird way so it couldn't do anything again.
I don't know.
I don't know. So, um, they end up on a wild chase, which ends up leading them into a bullfighting arena because why wouldn't it? Where Herbie inadvertently becomes a matador and he bests the bull.
But
hmm
before we get there, because that's a ridiculous scene where the car is matadoring the bulls. The rest of the gang is trying to catch up to them, and they buy a falling apart bus off of someone
Yes.
for $340.
All right. So,
Herbie defeats the bull because of course he does.
yep. Paco is taken by the villains, and they find the ink and gold and leave Paco in the middle of the jungle.
It's like a coin that's 20 sizes
The
too
size
big.
of a manhole, like he said
Yeah,
earlier.
it's huge. It's heavy too because they can't. We'll get there.
Yeah, so it takes the three of them to carry it. Herbie saves the day because he finds the group to help, and they go find Paco. Paco tells them what the villains are up to. Then the villains say the car ate the gold.
Because it's like
So
the front of the thing. Yeah.
yeah, basically the captain's like, well, I could tell the authorities what they're doing, and that'll put a stop to it. But then they're like, well, there's probably not enough time, so we got to go get them now. So they go off to get the villains, and they, in a Disney movie fashion, find the villains in time right before they get on their plane. And Herbie
They chase this.
startles them and then catches the ink and gold in his hood. And that's
basically
when they basically said,
Chomps its way like through
the
there.
car ate the gold.
Yeah, it like chomps its way through the plane though, like the back of it.
No, that's the end. So after escaping, the group tries to secure the film at a local university, but they are outmaneuvered by the villains because the villains were there waiting on them because they figured they either took it to the authorities or somewhere like that to get it taken care of. Paco, temporarily separated, watches the villains load the film onto the plane. Using ingenuity and bananas like Mario Kart, Herbie and Paco pursue and disable the plane, upsetting the thieves. That's when the car basically is
bananas.
using its trunk to tear off the tail end of the
Yeah.
I was gonna say ship, but
Airplane.
the plane. Um, so then in the end, the group rejoins on the Sun Princess cruise ship.
It's a car, not Lassie.
Yeah.
They say that.
Pete recognizes that Paco has a special connection with Herbie. He gives him the honor of driving Herbie in the Brazil Grand Prix, where Aunt Louise continues her comedic attempts to win the captain's affection. The two of them are not hitting it off well.
Oh, he's in love with the boat.
Yeah. And then all throughout the film, we find out that Paco has been calling Herbie Ocho because obviously he couldn't understand him when he was honking at him. But Ocho is Spanish for 8, and the numbers of Herbie is 53, and that adds up to 8, so that's why he calls him Ocho.
Oh, this movie is bananas.
Yeah, it was a very quick synopsis of the movie. It was probably my least favorite of the Herbie movies. It wasn't as terrible as I thought it was going to be. But at this point, I felt like they were just making a Herbie movie to make a Herbie movie. What about you?
I don't like any of the Herbie movies. So.
I liked some of them. Anyway, so IMDb rated this a 4.9 out of 10.
It's low.
Some of the other movies that we did not like had a higher rating than this, so I kind of was worried going in. However, like I said, did not think it was as bad, and I gave it a 5 out of 10. It was kind of mid-range. It did have some comedic points.
Where? When the car was chasing the bull?
The car spitting bananas out like Mario Kart was pretty funny. There was several times when you laughed.
Yes. Pick Paco.
Anyway, so that's the thing. We watched it. It's definitely not the worst Disney movie.
No, we've seen those self out there for sure.
But
So does it make your list upon a star?
no, it does not make my list upon a star, unfortunately.
What
No.
is your list upon a star? Yeah, our dog is singing along.
Yeah, so my list upon a star is The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, 101 Dalmatians, The Parent Trap, Sleeping Beauty, Dumbo, The Apple Dumpling Gang Rides Again, The Apple Dumpling Gang, The Strongest Man in the World, still holding on, because he's the strongest man in the world,
I guess.
Napoleon and Samantha, and Snowball Express.
So this film slipped on a banana peel, and I'm happy I never have to watch it again.
Maybe it just didn't have the same luster as the other Herbie movies because it was missing Dean Jones.
The second one didn't have Dean Jones in it.
I know, but when he came back, I felt like it made it better.
Well, this movie, like I said, flips on the banana peel and falls out of my life forever. It's not making my list upon a star. But
No?
my list upon a star is staying at number one, 101 Dalmatians. At number two, The Rescuers. At number three, Mary Poppins. At number four, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. At number five, Peter Pan. Six, Robin Hood. Seven, Alice in Wonderland. Eight, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Nine, Pete's Dragon. And 10, Babes in Toyland. And we can close the book on the Herbie Love Bug series until many, many years later when we have to dive back into it, but that's a bunch of films from now.
So,
Yes.
what's coming up next?
Well, our next film, released very far in the future after this film of the same exact day, it was released on the exact same day, is film number.
Down to the same time?
Couldn't tell you. It was a film number 145, again, released on the exact same day, and it is a film called The Last Flight of Noah's Ark. Couldn't tell you, but I'll tell you then. But either way, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for watching along, telling your friends, all that fun stuff. We are on Instagram, where you want to talk about our dogs. We are on Spotify and YouTube, where you want to watch along and give your comments and your likes and your thumbs up and your algorithms and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
We are on Gmail. If you want to send us an email, with deepdiveinthemagicpod@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Again, thanks for watching. Thank you to Mr. Andy Has a Band for our theme song. And we will see you next time for film number 145, The Last Flight of Noah's Ark, whatever that means.
Thanks for deep diving magic.